The next beneficial command to understand how to work with is the Git Clone command. And so if I haven't mentioned it at this point, this is a very helpful cheat sheet. So, this is provided by GitHub. It's the Git cheat sheet. You can kind of go down here and see the Git Clone is the command, and then you provide the URL to the remote repository. And you can see this is going to basically bring that remote repository and download the files onto your local machine. And so I've got a repository here. This is on GitHub, and I've been asked to kind of work with this repository. And the way to get the URL, well, you actually have to provide. You might think to just copy this URL up in the nav bar or in the URL box, but what we're going to do is we're going to click on this green code button, and you're going to see the full path, which is basically the same thing with a .git at the end. We're going to click on copy URL to clipboard. Okay, and now I'm going to open up a command prompt. If I click on run cmd, and you can do a git clone, paste in that URL. I did that with a right click, and then you get to name this where you want it. Now notice my directory is in my user profile. I'm going to cd desktop. That way I'm changing onto my desktop, and now I'll do my git clone. So it'll bring my repository onto my desktop, my local. And one extra argument would be the name of the folder. So I'll just call it Reddick repo. That's his last name. And you can see it brings that folder right onto my desktop. I can open it up. And now, depending on my permissions as a collaborator, I should be able to push and pull and do commits and merges. Again, depending on the permissions that the owner has set up, I can work with this repository at different levels of permissions.